Welcome back to the Shakira Miriam Show. I'm your host, Shakira Miriam, and today we're going to be talking about Miss Alabama Barker. Now, for those of you who are unaware, Alabama Barker is a social media influencer and she's also a Nepo baby. She's the daughter of Travis Barker, who is a famous drummer that recently married Kourtney Kardashian. And unless you've been living under a rock, Kourtney Kardashian is one of the famous Kardashian sisters. So you can imagine the amount of attention that Alabama Barker has gotten over the years. And with that attention, she has also gotten a lot of hate and controversy. A lot of people feel like Alabama Barker is a white girl trying to cosplay as a black woman. A lot of people have criticized the way that she physically looks because the way she does her makeup with the lashes and her nails, and the wigs. It does look like how the stereotypical black girl would do her glam. And she does surround herself with a lot of black men as well. And a lot of people also criticize the way that she talks because when she was younger, she had that more suburban white girl type of tone, but now when you watch her in videos, it's clear that she's using a lot of AAVE and she has a southern accent as well. And a lot of people feel like, this is forced and she's just using this to take from black culture so she can use it for her benefit. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this was because I feel like oftentimes when we talk about this conversation of, appropriating culture, there's always two sides of the argument. I feel like some black people are always saying, okay, we gotta gatekeep. And there are also some black people saying there's nothing wrong with sharing cultures and cultures are meant to be shared. And, black people also take from other cultures as well. And while that may be true, I feel like when it comes to black culture, we have to do a better job of gatekeeping because we let outsiders get way too comfortable. And oftentimes they will come into our community, they will study us, take from us so they can use it for their own benefit. And then once they're done, they'll just leave and throw us in the trash like we're nothing and totally forget about us. And then just go profit off of everything they stole from us without giving us credit. And we've seen this all too many times. I mean, Justin Bieber had his light-skinned nigga era. We all remember it. And then when he was done, he disappeared, ran back to the white people, and profited off of that for the rest of his career. Miley Cyrus did the same thing. When she was breaking out of Disney, she needed something to get her talked about. She needed a huge amount of support and a huge amount of energy harvesting as well. But needless to say, she needed a lot of attention. So that's when she made the "We Can't Stop" and all that stuff, indulging in black culture, acting like a real gangster in her videos and all that. And then when she was done, she went right back to the white people. Totally threw out the black culture, was done with it, and completely threw us in the trash and acted like she ain't even know us. And the thing is, when it comes to situations like this, oftentimes people don't see it as harmless because it's just music or it's just hair or it's just clothes. And it's like, okay, yeah, these are just objects. These are tangible things. When it comes to tangible things, outsiders are always going to show their love for black people because at the end of the day, they need us. They need our clothes. They need our music. So they're always going to show love when it comes to tangible stuff. But what about the intangible stuff? What about racism, colorism, all these biases and systemic oppressions that are put against black people or darker skinned people. What about those things? Are they going to show their love then? Or are they going to show their support then? Because if they don't, you're in danger as a black person. And this may sound like an exaggeration, but I'm going to show y'all an example of why I'm saying this. Okay? I'm going to play a video of Alabama Barker actually on live with a couple streamers and guys. And we're going to watch what she was saying and discuss it.
Choose a player to ding dong ditch, but they have to kick the door hardest. Alright, so we should go do that, y'all.
In this neighborhood, bro, and then we get arrested, dog. We get arrested, dog, attempted burglary. Like, I ain't, you know, we black. It ain't gonna look good.
You're thinking way too deep into it.
I'm saying, but that's the problems that we be going through, man. This shit real out here, you feel me?
Next, you see how boring they are?
No, we can do it. Let's do it.
So as you can see, she suggested that they go knock on people's doors in the middle of the night and run away from their houses like it's a fucking game. And when the black guys were telling her, like, bro, we in a white ass neighborhood and we some black ass niggas, I don't think it's a good idea for us to just be running around the neighborhood knocking on people's doors in the middle of the night. Her white privileged ass could not even see past her own little bubble to understand what they were saying. So much to the point where she still wasn't getting it. She kept calling them boring. Kept sucking her teeth like, oh, they don't want to do it. And that's why I say girls like this are very dangerous. And I have met many girls like this. As a girl who has been in PWIs most of my life, I have been around many girls like this. Okay? They love to take from black culture to use it from their benefit because it's fun. But it's also temporary. And they know that. They like the black experience because it's temporary for them. As a black person, you have to live both sides of the spectrum. Yeah, you can have fun with the black culture, but you also have to deal with the systemic oppression as well. The white people like Alabama Barker who like to indulge in black culture, they only like that side, the good side. They don't like the hard things that comes with being black. So much to the point where they will surround themselves with black people and not even take the time to educate themselves and make sure they understand our struggles. And then they'll do stuff like put black people in dangerous situations because they're not culturally aware enough to understand that just because they have white privilege, that doesn't mean that the black people around them have white privilege. So there are certain behaviors or certain activities that they can't engage in when they're around other black people. But when you're Alabama Barker and you live in this white privileged bubble, you're not going to be culturally aware enough to be a safe person to be around black people. Simple. I have lived this. Literally. I used to have a white girl as a friend. And I'm telling you, never again. This girl would literally get blackout drunk every single time we would go out. Okay? And she would act in ways that was so chaotic. Like arguing with bouncers. Arguing with random people. And I would literally be like, girl, you cannot act this way in public. I am a whole black woman. If you start hitting at men or charging men, like, they're not going to attack you because you're a white girl. But my black ass, it's a completely different story. And they might just use me to take out their anger just because they know they can't hit you. So you can't be acting this way. But no matter how many times I explained it to her, she would not get it. She would not get it. But this girl was fucking black dick every fucking day. But she still did not understand the obstacles that come with being a black person. Like,
you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
So for all my black people out there, y'all gotta watch out for people like this. You could be dealing with a life or death situation. Okay? And I hope you guys understand that when I do make these videos, I'm not saying that all white people are bad. Okay? I've met some white people who are fucking amazing. Okay? Honestly. But normally, the white people who obsess over black culture and try so hard to be black and obsess over black men, those are the dangerous white people to be around. Because, like I said before, they only appreciate black people, or they only appreciate the black experience because it's temporary for them. And they will just use you the same way they use black culture and throw you out the minute they're done. Okay? But when it comes to white people that love being white, they're cool as hell. I'm serious. White people eat when they're true to themselves. Think about all the songs in the 2010s that we had from white people. All those pop songs that they ate. Like Wild Ones, Party in the USA. Shit. I'm telling you, when white people are true to themselves, they eat. They eat the girls down. Okay? And they're cool as hell. When they're just white people who understand that they have white privilege, but they're not arrogant about it, but they're also culturally aware enough to understand how to act around black people and respect black people. There are white people like that out there, okay? But the ones who obsess over black culture and obsess over black people, they don't respect black people. They just don't. But that's it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shakira, aka Shakira Miriam. And I talk about colorism, texturism, and futurism, and any issues in the black community. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because I'm almost at 10K. Okay? And I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys very soon. Besos.